Good morning, students. I hope you all are very well. So today let's start with history chapter number 5, and the name of this chapter is What Books and Burials Tells Us. Okay. Now let's talk about this chapter. What this chapter wants to say. We know that the Indus civilization or the Indian civilization, it is one of the most oldest and ancient civilization of this world. The invaders who attacked India or who came to India, they came here via the northwest, and or they came through the passes of northwest, and they basically belong to, or most of them belong to, Persia, which is in Central Asia. There were some first people who inherit the legacy of the Indus Valley civilization, or who intake many things of Indus Valley civilization. They were the tribes of nomads having light skin color, okay, and they were known as the Aryans. Aryans were the person who migrated from, or who came from, Iran to northwest India through the Hindu Kush Pass. Aryans were the person who came from Iran to northwest of India via Hindu Kush Pass around 2000 years ago. Okay, the highly cultured race of people, or the highly well maintained people, also known as the Indo-Europeans, they came from the area of Caspian Sea and southern Russia. The Indian branch of Indo-European type came to be known as Indo-Aryan. Means the Indian part of the Indian European tribe, means the Indian people of Indian Indo-European tribe, they were also known as the Indo-Aryans. The language of communication between the Aryans was Sanskrit. Our knowledge was about the Aryans, or regarding the Aryans, is derived from the Vedic literature. Means the Aryans used to communicate within themselves using the Sanskrit language. And if we want to know about Aryans, or our knowledge on Aryans is based on the various Vedic literature. Okay, now let's move forward. Let's talk about the Aryan civilization. What is it all about? They did not occupy the whole northern India at once. Means as they come from the Iran, they first settled in northwest part, but they did not occupy the whole northern India at once. They slowly started to spread. First, they settled in Sapt Sindhu region, means it is the area of 7 rivers, and they gave the name to this land as Brahmavarta, which means the land of God. Means when the Aryans first settled in Sapta Sindhu region, means the land of 7 rivers, they gave the name Brahmavarta to that region. And after settling in Sapta Sindhu region, they pushed forward, they moved forward along the course of river Ganga, means along the side of river Ganga and Yamuna. Means when they settled in Sapta Sindhu region, they started to move forward on the courses of, or with the courses of river Ganga and Yamuna, and slowly they had occupied whole northern India part. Okay, the whole region, means the region where Aryans settled, that whole region was known as Aryavrat. Okay, and if we want to know about the date or the years of settlement of Aryans, it was period of 2400 BC to 1500 BC. Okay, let's move forward. The Vedas, the scared book of Aryans, means the very holy book of Aryans. The Sanskrit word Veda comes from the root Vid. It means knowledge and is especially applied for the collection of scared wisdom of the Hindus. Means the Sanskrit word Veda or the Ved, it comes from the word Vid, which means knowledge or gaining the knowledge, and this is applied to the four collection of, or this is applied for the various four collection of wisdoms of Hindus. Okay, there are many holy books of Hindus. For the Brahmanas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, and the epics like, or the holy book like Ramayana and Mahabharata, they are, and with the other religious book of the Aryans. These collection of books were known as Vedic literature. Means in Vedic literature, what will include the Brahmanas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and other Vedic literature or other important literature of Aryans. They were collectively known as the Vedic literature. They give, and after reading or after knowing about this book, we will get the information about social, means like person to person, economic where money is involved, religious means towards God, and political like king and the other administrative lifestyle. What were these, or what were the condition of these, or how they were going, or how the system was working in Aryans during the Vedic period. Okay, here here is the image where you can see the cutouts of the scared book of Aryans and early Hinduism, means Vedas, various cutouts from the holy book of Vedas in picturization. Here first you can see Lord Vishnu, Goddess Lakshmi, Lord Brahma, and many other gods here you can see. Okay, let's move forward. Let's talk about the Vedic text. These the Vedic text, or the various Vedic texts were divided into two periods. Mean first is the early Vedic from 1500 to 1000 BC, where most of the hymns or most of the parts of Rig Veda was composed. Mean most of the parts inside the Rig Vedas were created. And the later Vedic period, 1000 BC to 600 BC, when the remaining three Vedas were composed. Means if we want to know, then first the in the early Vedic period the Rig Veda was composed, and in the later Vedic period the remaining three Vedas were composed. Veds were in four number. There are four types of Ved. First is Rig Ved. It is one of the earliest specimen. Means it is one of the earliest religious working in the Indo-European group of language. Means it was in Indo-European group of language. It contains about 1028 hymns or collection. In it is a collection, or Rigved. In Rigved you will find the prayers which is being offered or which is being given to Agni, Indra, Varun, Surya and other gods. Means basically in Rigved it is a very early religious work, and in this there was a collection of prayers which was dedicated to gods like Agni, Indra, Varun, Surya and other gods. Second is Samved. It contains tunes for the prayers of Rigved, and the prayers when it was given the face of tunes, then in Samveda you will find the various tunes which were for the different prayers of Rigveda. Third is Yajurved. It contains hymns and rituals which was been accompanied for their recitation. It is reflect the political and social setup. In Yajurved, you will find many different rituals and hymns which have to accompany their recitation. Means in Yajurved there are rituals and some religious saying in which you have to recitate it back, or you have to repeat it back. It reflects or it shows the political and social setup during that time. Atharvaveda. In Atharvaveda you will find song, spells, their magical charms, and to throw away the evil or the bad spirits. Okay, next, here you will here is the cutout of the one of the Ved from the ancient time. It is been written almost in Sanskrit. Here you can see the image. Okay, let's move forward. Now let's talk about the political organization. First, what was the economic condition during that time? First, the commerce was largely in the hands of people called Pani, who were non-Aryans. Means the commercial trade or the trading relations were largely managed by or largely in the hands of the people who were known as Pani, and they were the not Aryans or they were non-Aryans people. Trade consists of barter system. Means in this system, if you I am producing rice and you are producing wheat, then when I want wheat, then I will give you rice and take wheat from you, and vice versa. You will also do. Okay, so barter system, in this money is not involved, only the exchange of goods and commodities are there. The chief mean of transport by land was chariot drawn by horses and wagons drawn by oxen. If during that time the road transport was used for traveling purpose, and there were many chariots which were pulled by horses and wagons, means in which the goods were loaded. These wagons were pulled by oxen. Large boats were used for navigation on rivers, means there was also water transportation in which large boats were used. Overseas trade was carried on with foreign countries including Western Asia. There was also overseas trade, means multinational trade relation was also being maintained, and with the foreign countries which including the Western Asia. Okay, let's move forward. Social condition, means people condition. Women held important position in the Aryan society. In this, women were treated as very important person in Aryan society. They practiced monogamy, which means one man could marry only one woman at a time. The Aryans practice monogamy. It means that if man is not allowed to marry more than one man can marry only one woman at a time. There was no parda system. Means there was no any system of parda, which means that women do not have to cover their face. Women of noble families were given education and training in fine arts. Means women who belong to noble families or high class, they were given education and training in fine arts. Means they were being provided education in various categories. Let's talk about the food facility. Aryans had nourishing diets. Means the diet, the food of Aryans were well balanced diet. Meat were eaten occasionally on festivals or during sacrifices. People were fond of strong drinks like soman and sura. Meat or the non-veg, it was also been eaten or taken during any important festival or during any sacrifices. Okay, and there were drinks like soman and sura. They were also been famous during Aryan period. Amusement, the Aryan enjoyed chariot racing, horse racing and hunting. Means there were many games or many amusement like horse racing, chariot racing, and the hunting. Okay, and the Aryans enjoyed these. They also indulged in gambling with dice. Means there were also game of gambling. Means system of gambling with dice. Okay, let's move forward. The caste system or social life, Varna system. The early Aryans who were fair colored considered themselves quite distinct from the dark skinned Dravidians. The early Aryans or the Aryans who were very fair color or bright color, they considered themselves as superior or good from the dark skinned Dravidians or the South Indians. This gives rise, and due to this thinking, it gives rise to two sections or two varnas in society or two colors in the society. As the Aryan married with the local people, the color distinction was replaced based on the labor. As with the course of time, the Aryans or the people who were Aryans, they married with local people. For example, the man who belonged to Aryan, they married to a local girl. Okay, and the color distinction, that fair complexion of Aryan, it was replaced or it was gone away, and there was a system of division of labor taken place. Means color distinction was gone or it was replaced by the division of labor or the type of work. There were four ones created during that time, or there were four ones which was created as the caste system. First, they were Brahmins. They performed the religious rituals and they were known as the imparted of knowledge, or they were known as the teachers, and they imparted knowledge and education to the society. Kshatriyas, they were the warriors or the soldiers who go to war during when it is been required. Vaishyas, they were the agriculturers, or they were the person who used to look after agriculture, trade, and industry and various other working. Shudras, they were the laborers, and they act as a, or they serve as to the other class, or they were being treated as the servant for the other class. Okay, here's the diagram or pyramid of the India's caste system. First, in the blue top, you can see the Brahmins. They were academic class or the highly educated class. Second, dark green, they were the Kshatriyas, the rulers, the administrator of kings, warriors, etc. Third, light green, they were the Vaishyas, or also known as the trade person or farmers and merchants. The fourth, or the dark orange, they were Shudras or the manual laborers or the servants. And the last, grey, they were the Dalits, means the street cleaners and the menial workers. Okay, let's move forward. Let's talk about the religious livelihood and religious and livelihood, how they live in the Aryan sphere. The Aryans believed in the existence of one of the superior. The Aryans believed, or they know, that there is the existence of one supreme power. There is one supreme God which has created this entire universe. Okay, and after this, there is no sign of use of image worship in the Rig Vedic time. Means it says that during Rig Veda time, there is no sign of image worship. Means if image worship means there is an image of God